Hey, YouTube, this is your girl Coco929 coming at you with some updated news on the Breonna Taylor case in Louisville, Kentucky. This is just in. The Commonwealth Attorney recommends dismissing Kenneth Walker case for now. If you remember, Kenneth was the fiance of Breonna Taylor, who was killed by the Louisville Police Department on a unannounced search. Um, she was shot 8 times. It was between 22 to 25 bullets that entered into the apartment. They did not announce themselves. They just went in. And so her boyfriend, Kenneth Walker, didn't know who was coming in because they were in the bed sleep. So he got his gun. And did I say he's licensed with the gun, with the NRA? He has a gun permit license. He's never been in trouble before and everything. So he grabbed his gun to defend his household and ended up shooting one of the cops in the leg. Well, the cops brought him up on attempted murder charge. Can you believe that? So right now, the prosecutor is recommending the case uh, against the boyfriend Breonna Taylor to be dismissed, and they put on her release for now. But they don't really have a case, y'all, because again, he did everything by the law book. He was protecting his household. The gun is registered. He's not a felon. He shot. No one announced who they were coming in the door. He shot. Case dismissed. Now, the Louisville, Kentucky uh, police chief has decided that he's leaving the police department. This is also came in today. He decided that he's going to step down. He's leaving. So again, Louisville, Kentucky will be looking for a new police chief. Okay, we believe that this is on the back of what happened with the Breonna Taylor case. Also, there was a video of an attorney um, where the cops did something to attorney here in Kentucky, and so that's been floating around as well. So yeah, and then there's been a whole lot of stuff going on. Oh, by the way, let me pull this. Let me pull this up so I can read it to you guys. They have really been pulling one over uh, on us Kentucky residents. Um, and this is how the police department. Give me one moment. So I'm glad I didn't see why this young man should have been locked up anyway, because had it been any other race, and I'm not racist, but let's be real, had it been any other race that protected uh, himself and his girlfriend that was licensed to carry a gun, no felonies, no misdemeanors, that shot, they would have just gave him a citation to come to court. Okay? So by him being an African American man, y'all see how that went down. They locked him up, which was crazy.com. So to say that we're not happy here in Kentucky would be an understatement, because we are. We have been protesting for him and everything. So, but it's some news that came out also. I wanted to read you guys. Uh, Let me see. Hold on. Because this is very important. Now, you tell me how they got away with this and nobody knew about it. And if you believe that they didn't know about it, I'll eat your hat. Let me see. Yes. Yes, boo-boos. This is very interesting, okay? Okay, let me see. Hold on. Because it actually tells how much. Okay, 2 days ago. Okay, here we go. 2 days ago. I'm going to start right here with this. Now I'm going to go here. Okay, this was reported on 5/20/20. Okay? It says audit reveals LMPD, Louisville Metro Police Department, not adequately tracking overtime used to cover special events. Now I'm going to go down here and I'm going to show y'all how much overtime. I'm going to tell y'all rather. I'm not going to show you. Okay, so general fund is 93%. Third parties 4%. Grants 2%. Discretionary fund 1%. Okay, so it says an internal audit revealed Louisville Metro Police paid out more than $2.5 million in overtime to staff special events and could have recouped more of the cost if not for the lack of documentation and standard procedures. Did y'all hear that number? Did y'all hear that number? I'm making a point. Okay, so according to the city's internal auditor, Louisville Metro Police Department, which is LMPD, paid out a total of $17,571,500 in overtime between December 2016 and August 2018. Okay? Only $1,048,228 was scheduled for overtime, and the remainder was non-scheduled, such as court appearances, personal shortages, special events. Listen, Chief Stephen Conrad says the high cost of special event coverage is the product of much more dangerous world we live in today. I call BS. Okay? Anyway, so let me tell you what happened last year. 2019. They didn't open up the pools for the kids in the city, okay? Because they stated they didn't have any money. When I say they, I'm talking about city government. Claimed that they didn't have any money. They didn't know where the money went to, but we had a shortage. So they cut some things out. They closed down some libraries. They wouldn't open up the pools during the summertime for the kids, and the kids look forward to that, okay? Because they didn't have the money. Well, it seems like we found where the money went. It seems like we found where the money went. Did y'all hear that? Let me go back up here because I don't think y'all understand. Just between 2016 and 2018, okay? The police department, not the state, not the city, Louisville Metro Police Department, $17,571,500 in overtime. Ain't that much overtime in God's green earth? Do you hear me? Corruption. I call foul. For these kids, all their money went to them. It wasn't supposed to go to them. They're not allowed that much overtime money. All their money went to them, and these kids suffered. They couldn't go to the library because some of the libraries was closed down. Or they was running on real skeleton hours. The pools did not open except one pool in a rich neighborhood. Now, the thing about that, Montez Harrell, he used to play for Louisville, Kentucky. He's a pro basketball player. He was going to send some money down here to open up the pool that's in the West End because a lot of black people can't afford to get their kids out to this white neighborhood where this pool was. He was going to pay for them to open up the pool. They wanted to take the money and do something else with it. They said, well, he can send it, but we're not going to use it for that. What kind of fool? How you going to tell this man what you going to use his money for? This is crazy, y'all. This is crazy. I'm just saying. And if it's a lie, the auditor told it because I'm reading the auditor's notes. So if it's a lie, the auditor told it. So, and then it says the second part of the audit looked into how the nearly $14 million in regular day-to-day overtime was being used. $14 million in overtime, y'all. For y'all not to come to nobody's house or aid when they need something. What are y'all overtiming on? I would like to know. It says the findings are expected to be released at the end of June. This is crazy. And then, check this out. Sergeant Brian Stanfield and Detectives Todd Rowehouse and Mark Final pleaded guilty to federal wire fraud charge last year. 3 former officers were a part of the overtime scheme that lasted years. All of them avoided jail time. Can you tell me how? Can you tell me how? Again, I call BS. But y'all want to lock this boy up for doing what the law says. Get you a gun. And if you own a gun, be a registered gun carrier. Make sure your papers is in order. Protect your home. He did all of that. And y'all want to get, because he shot y'all without y'all announcing who y'all are when y'all came in his house. You want him on attempted murder when y'all stealing money? Putting the whole city in debt? Y'all, this is crazy. Get out of here. Get out of here. And that's going, let me tell you something. Let me tell you, I'm coming from this way. My dad was a police officer. He was also undercover. He was also a narc. So before y'all come to me talking about, oh, you don't understand. Yeah, I understand. I understand also that the same people who he worked with tried to tear his organization down that he was doing to help African American troubled kids. So I know it's corruption in there. I remember that. Who polices the police? Can y'all tell me that? That's what I'm trying to say. Who polices the police? Now, not all police are bad. I'm not saying that because I have a cousin right now. He's the business. Here. He is the business. Great cop. Love me some him. And he left the LMPD and went to another police department in Kentucky because of the corruption. Smart move. Checkmate. All this good old boy system and stuff like that. Man, this is crazy. So I'm just saying, you know, congratulations to Kenneth. You know, we're going to make sure, brother, we keep you prayed up. We're going to still march for you and Breonna and whatever else we can do because that was crazy. You shouldn't have did a day in jail, actually, if you really want to know the truth about it. But it's neither here nor there. And at least the prosecutor is thinking about what's right. So that's just been your update today on the LMPD, Louisville Metro Police Department, as well as Kenneth Walker on the Breonna Taylor case. Y'all, this is crazy. This is nuts. All that money put a whole city in debt. Do you hear me? These babies were so sad last year that they couldn't get to go swim. You know, and some of the kids love going to the library because it's something to do. They have programs and stuff. They couldn't even do that because there was no money. And all of us is like, wait a minute, how is it no money? I mean, that's what the citizens was asking. Like, what are you talking about? There's no money. Now we see why. And then they scammed these 3 ex-police people. They did a scam and had been scamming for years. Wire fraud. And they ain't getting no time. Give y'all one guess what color. Yeah, okay. It says three former officers were a part of the overtime scheme that lasted years with an S. All of them avoided jail time. Can you tell me how? Okay. And then y'all trying to raise taxes again for the city? Man, corruption. How do you kill a snake? You cut the head out first. This has been your girl. Smooches.